Ice Age, released in June 1995, was Magic the Gathering's first standalone expansion, featuring 383 black-bordered cards and a Norse-inspired setting. Set in a frigid Dominaria following the Brothers' War, glaciers and blizzards dominated the land, forcing survivalist cultures to confront necromancer, limb duels, undead hordes. With unique ice-themed lands, reprints, and iconic cards, Ice Age remains a classic. Hello my friends, my name is Max, and today we are opening a true gem of rare boxes, rare products, an Ice Age starter deck. Ice Age was sold in two kind of packages. These 60 card starter decks, which later became tournament packs. They come in different names, and 15 card boosters. And today we have the starter deck. Alright, so let's take a look what's inside. I'm actually quite excited. This starter deck is supposed to be sealed for last 30 years. Really curious what we're gonna see inside of it. You can see that it is discolored by age. I think it was a bit brighter, but 30 years of exposure to elements made it a bit less bright. Let us see what's inside. So what we expect to see here is 22 basic lands. Some of them gonna be snow-covered. You see, snow-covered plains over here. Snow-covered lands are introduced in this set, and they were added in the very last moment because of the flavor reasons. And that is why they don't have a lot of mechanical value here. I don't think a lot of cards care about snow-covered lands. Took me a while to open this package, and we have a bunch of snow-covered lands over here, and normal lands too. So this set has some sort of, look at this art, It has some sort of Scandinavian vibe, like Kaldheim, much later released Kaldheim. Really beautiful art here, really love this one. Everything is covered in snow. The names are roughly Scandinavian in nature, but not all of them really are real Scandinavian names. Another snow-covered swamp, mountains. So this snow cover is basically flavor, does not do much. And we expect to see exactly 22 cards here with the lands. Then we get a small Ice Age rulebook, very, very tiny. It explains how to play Magic the Gathering, how to get started, what the cards are about, color pie, sample game, creature combats, artifacts, enchantments, all the standard stuff you normally see in starter. Additional rules for Ice Age. They even have a small picture of the example game. Color chats. Looks very, very basic compared to starter products we have today, especially the one from Foundations that we have opened on this channel. This is also a first premiere set where the plane symbol is new. I think they changed it around 4th edition or something like that, and this is the premiere set that has updated symbol for the planes, the small sun in a circle. And when I was mentioning the standalone set, it means that Ice Age could be drafted separately from anything else, so you could only draft as Ice Age. That was also the first time in Magic history when a draft set was available for use separately from anything else. Yeah, you see these are very known symbols for the sun. Sadly, Ice Age is still not making any differences between card rarity, so I will be a little bit puzzled to figure out which cards are rares and which are not. We expect to see exactly 3 rares here. And yeah, normally these starter boxes are containing content as 3 boosters. So it's 3 rares, 9 uncommons, almost 30 commons, 26 commons, and a bunch of basic lands. So it's roughly the same content plus some basic lands. And for quite a long time, yeah, by the way, the tap symbol is also new here. This is the tap symbol that we know today was introduced in this set. So yeah, for a very long time, it was only way to have a lot of basic lands for the users just to buy this kind of boxes. Alright, so now we have some cards here. Let's take a look. Call to arms, enchantment, choose a color. As long as the target opponent controls more cards of that color than any other color, all white creatures get +1/+1. That is, yeah, by the way, this card says bury. It means put it into the graveyard. They had a special word for putting cards into graveyard. Call to arms. Veld, a fancy land. If there are any depletion counters on Veld, it does not untap during the untap phase. Yeah, by the way, they introduced a bunch of different kinds of counters in the set just to use with these cards. And apparently this Veld is caring about depletion counters. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a depletion counter from Veld, and on tap you can get 1 white mana, put a depletion counter, or 1 green mana and you also put a depletion counter. This is a fancy land. Mountain Titan, Summon Titan, really cool art. I really like a small hotel in the Alps over here, looking incredibly cool. There is also a castle over here. Wow, this is amazing, guys. This is amazing. Black-red card. For this price, for the rest of the turn, puts a +1/+1 counter on Mountain Titan whenever you successfully cast a black spell. Huh, okay, and it's 2/2. That's cool. Sea Spirit, Summon Spirit. Yeah, you see, it's still summon something. It's not creature spirit, it's still summon spirit. And for 1 blue mana, you get +1/+0 until end of turn. And of course, you can cast it multiple times because there is no tap or anything preventing you to do that. 2/3. You can also see that the font is different over here. They changed the fonts in later editions. Of course, they changed the frame too and whatnot. Snowhound. This is Saint Bernard dog over here, but they call it Snowhound. For 1 mana and a tap, you can return this card to owner's hand and target blue or green creature you control to owner's hand. Okay, so you can basically return stuff to hands with this card. Goblin Snowman. This looks lovely. A must-have for all goblin owners. Summon goblins when blocking Goblin Snowman. Neither deals nor receives damage in combat. Interesting. And on tap, it deals 1 damage to target creature it blocks. Huh, okay. Very interesting. Ephemeral. Sorcery. Pay 3 life to destroy target creature and target lands. Effects that prevent or redirect damage cannot be used to counter this loss of life. Urza's Bauble. An artifact. You can tap and sacrifice this card. To choose a card at random from target player's hands, look at that card. Ignore this ability if that player has no cards left in hand. Draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. Ice Flow. Fancy lands. You may choose not to untap Ice Flow during your untap phase. And on tap, tap target creature without flying that is attacking you. As long as Ice Flow remains tapped, that creature does not untap during its control untap. Okay, so you can trap something with these lands. That is pretty cool. Jotun Wurm, Summon Worm. For each blocking creature assigned to Jotun Wurm. Oh, look at this. This is great. It says Jotun Wurm here. It says Worm here, but it says Worm over here. This is fun. And it's 6/6, by the way. It's really powerful. For each blocking creature assigned to Jotun Worm beyond the first, Jotun Worm gets -2/-1 until end of turn. Huh, okay. That is interesting. Shield of the Ages artifact. For 2 mana, prevent 1 damage to you. That is interesting too. Walking Wall artifact creature. Really funny looking art. I actually kind of like it. Counts as a wall. Yeah, so it's basically artifact creature wall. Notice that it does not say summon artifact creature. That is interesting. For 3 mana, Walking Wall gets +3/-1 until end of turn and can attack this turn. Walking Wall cannot attack the turn it comes under your control. Use this ability only once a turn. Okay, so you cannot do it multiple times. You can only do it once because they're explicit about that. That's interesting. Shatter. That is a fun art here. Destroy target artifacts. Touch of Death. Sorcery. Folk of the Pines. Really beautiful art here. I really like this girl in a snowy kind of environment. Regeneration. Enchant creature. Circle of Protection red. Stone hands. My personal favorite, Saber-Tooth Tiger. It looks exactly the same in the 6th edition that I started with. First strike, summon tiger. Wild growth. Krovikan Sorcerer, summon wizard. Battle Frenzy. All green creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. All non-green creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. And this is helpful in red-green decks, because this card is obviously red. Illusionary Wall, summon wall, 7/4. Wow, okay. Flying First Strike. Cumulative upkeep, 1 blue mana. So cumulative upkeep is another mechanic of this set, and I think this is something that you are paying each turn, and it increases. It increases in this case by 1 blue mana. So this is really powerful card, but it has a drawback as a cumulative upkeep. Howl from Beyond, very scary looking card. Earthlore, enchant lands. Guerrilla Pack. Prismatic Ward. Mountain Goat. Portents. Look at the top 3 cards of target player's library, then either shuffle that library or put those 3 cards on top of the library in any order. Draw a card at the beginning of next turn's upkeep. Barbarian Guides. Seizures. Blessed Wine. Tarpan. Summon Tarpan, which is currently a horse. Type was changed in the Grand Type update or whatever this event was called. Now it's a horse. Ray of Command. Rally. Another instant. Legions of Limdul, and these are the undead that we mentioned. Snow-covered Swamp Walk. This is basically caring about snow-covered lands. So if your opponent has snow-covered swamps, these are unblockable. Errant Minion. And a funny Fiendhorn Brownie. For this price, you can untap target creature. Alright, and that was pretty much it. We got 3 rares in this pack. None of them are of particular value. The most expensive one is this Veld, which is a rare land. It is in the ballpark of slightly more than $1. Call to Arms and Mountain Giants are less valuable. They are $0.50 or something like that. Not particularly expensive, and you can see that you get the rares in the very beginning after the lands. So what can I say? This is a fun set. It's a little bit quirky, has some mechanics. It was supposed to be called Magic Ice Age instead of Magic the Gathering Ice Age, but then this plan was changed due to legal reasons and recognition reasons. I think this set is quite fun. I don't really like that much the art of most of the cards. I think it could have been a bit more interesting. And one of the peculiar parts of this set is that it was first set that was released in French, German, Spanish, and Portuguese. So before that, there was only Italian translations of earlier sets, and this set from 1995 was the one that was released in more languages, which I think is pretty cool. And I think this is gonna be it for today, my friends. Let me know in the comment section below if you have played Ice Age, if you're old enough to remember this set released in 1995. Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Max is out. Take care. Bye.